I'm telling you, she is the best servant. And the reason I'm not saying that name is because I know some of you guys haven't seen the original Fate Stay, so I don't want to spoil it. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to say her name so much because she is awesome. That servant that we saw right at the end, I'm telling you, she's one of my favorite of all the characters in Fate because she's just awesome. She knows to get shit done, and she's like one of the most coolest servants on that. And hopefully in this route, she's going to get a lot more screen time than what she did in the Fate route. So from what we see from the start of this episode of Fate, we see that one of the female students, Ayako, who is like, I believe that was that red hair girl that we saw like in episode 0. And I like, apparently she's gone missing and she's like the captain of the archery club. I'm like, I hope she don't disappear. I like her. I like Ayako. Ayako was awesome from the first like episode 0 that we saw. I like seeing her. And it's like, yeah, the last person to talk to her was shithead Shinji. And it was like, oh my god, here we go. Shinji's up to something. He's either banging that chick, potentially could be a mage, and it's like, you know, there's some funny shit going on. And not to mention, like, a lot of stuff with Rin. Rin seems like more of a bitch right now because she was like there saying, oh, sure, you haven't brought like your servant over? Alright, I'll just kill you then. It's like, I'm shocked to see that Rin in this route is a lot more aggressive. Like, she's like, no, fuck you, Shirou, I'm gonna kill you. Like, in Fate route, she was more like a little bit more nicer and all, but in this one, she's like, takes it out a lot on Shirou, especially, I mean, they were even having a fight in the middle of the school when everything just got cancelled and stuff like that. They were just like going in, fighting like that, and I was like, damn, she's like firing all like these freaking like, I think they're called garage blots or something like that, and they're like just smashing like Shirou up, and he's like, if it wasn't for his trace ability, for his strengthening magic, using that to actually make a shield out of one of the tables and all that, he wouldn't have survived that shit. And literally, these two didn't only stop fighting, she even threw like a blue crystal in, and it was only thanks because of that one servant that took out that little girl. And it was like, okay, we need to like sort of make a little mini truce right now and see what the fuck that is. And even still, Shirou like just saved this girl, freaking Rin, who just attacked her and saved her from like that giant ass little spike thing that he got in his arm. And I was like, oh my god, that looks so fucking painful. And he's just like, Rin's like, yo, you okay? And it's like, I'm hurting right now. This is painful. This is extremely painful. But Shirou's own sense of justice gets in the way before he gets to feel any pain or anything like that. And he's like, yo, you take care of that girl. You heal her because she's like all her life energy, all her magic has been drained. I'll go and take care of this servant. And it's like, yo, I wish we saw more of this fight between like Shirou and this servant because it was just so awesome. He's like there fighting it with like just this like part of the chair leg that's with some trace thing, and he's fighting and it's like, oh, you seem to be strong. My master is like a coward and all that. And I was like, fine, I'll give you a mercy. I just loved it. I was like, she's there with the two freaking spikes now about to go in, and it's like, damn, she even hangs up Shirou from a tree with that spike still in his arm, and I'm like, god damn, this servant is brutal. And he was even making shots. He was making shots. You don't see him as strong as the other servants. I was like, ooh, somebody reload that gun because we got shots fired up in the building. I was like, yeah, you don't fuck around with servants, Shirou. That's one thing you have to know like that. And then he's got the balls to say that to a servant. These legendary heroes. Yeah, he's definitely got some balls on him, I say, in this route. Shirou has got some. Because of this, Rin managed to save Shirou, and like they call like a little truce now. They're like, say, I owe you, Shirou, we cancel our fight and we'll patch you up in my place. And they've actually decided to have a truce. Like I said, for the meantime, that they're going to work together to take out this servant, and until, you know, there's pretty much only those two left, and they're going to be like, alright, we're going to settle that way. So yeah, now we've got to have Rin and Shirou working together with both Archer and Saber, so that's going to be awesome. But one thing that really got me at the end of this episode, and even at the start of this episode, which I didn't talk too much about, was the Kirisugu part, where with Shirou being there with his father. Like, it was very nice just to see that, because he's saying, you know, oh, once you become an adult, you can't become a hero and stuff like that. And that's something that, even from like the other past Fate series as well, I was like, yeah, I really just love that bit where Shirou was like, huh, I'll become your hero then. I'll take, you know, your place and all that since you're tired and old. And it was like, it's just really meaningful. And that's one thing as well that Rin was having to go, saying like, oh, you just know this magic and all that? You know, your father was like, you know, how could you do that? This shitty magic. And it's like, and one thing is that Kirisugu put his son before he like being, you know, magic and all that. Because normally when you get being trained, like once you're born, you've got to learn magic immediately and you're just an heir. So, you know, all that magic crush just gets sent to you, and it's just all that. Like, you don't really have time to, like, be a family or anything like that. And it's like, I'm thinking that's what I noticed as well. It was just so nice is that Kirisugu made sure, I'm going to be a father first. If he wants to learn magic, that's his own thing. Like, if he gave him choices. You can quit whenever you want. I don't care. as long as you had that, I'm fine. Like, and I thought, that kind of girl I felt here. Kirisuke was an awesome person like that. And like I said, if you want to see more about this man, then I highly recommend Phase Zero. That's all I'm saying. But this was an awesome episode, yeah. Definitely, I say the first 5 minutes a little bit slow when they were like heading into school and all that. But then once it got to there, that just picked up, and it was honestly really, really good, and I was really enjoying it. So honestly, I'm going to give this one an 8.5 out of 10. This was a really good episode. Really loving some Fate right now. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. But that's all from me. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.